Yep, Amazon is working with over 50 US police departments to get more Ring products out on the market and really get them into homes. Now, there are tons of news reports out there about this right now, but we're not just going to talk about the news today. We are going to talk about whether or not this is just good business by Amazon, and we're also going to talk about what the best thing is to do for our communities with this. Hello Automators, thanks for tuning in again. Now I'm not about to go and grab my protest signs and go scream from rooftops, but it is time, I think, to have the right conversation about what's going on here. So what's happening? Well, we know how good Amazon is at creating business, selling products, getting their products out there and cornering markets, taking them over and creating what is near monopolies. What they've done is they've started to partner with 50 different police departments around the US. What they do is they kind of hand them a few free cameras. The number I've been hearing is 15 to some of these departments. And then they can go out and give those out however they'd like. Police are mostly raffling them off and giving them away to people. From there, police are incentivized through what is essentially a commission system. So every time they get someone to sign up for the Neighbors app in their area or their district, they're getting $10 towards, as a police department credit, towards another Ring doorbell that they can go and give away. Now, thinking about this from the perspective of the police, this makes a lot of sense for them. They're getting another tool, they're getting access to the footage that is available and can therefore utilize this to catch more criminals. From the average person's perspective, it's a free camera doorbell, so of course they're going to like that, but there's also this other component of it coming from the police, the police that we all have all of this trust in, or most of us have all of this trust in. And so there's this component of, this is a trusted person handing me a device to put into my home. Not only that, but it feels like a win because they are often raffled off. So these people are not just getting a free camera, they're winning something. From Amazon's perspective, I mean, this is clear. They give out a few free products and they gain like an entire workforce for free. The police are now out there promoting their application, they're promoting their products, they're giving away their products and creating positive press. There's a lot to win here from Amazon, and we're not even talking about the subscription service that people will then probably buy for these cloud cams. Where this starts to get gray and concerning for me is that essentially this is now the police using their hard-earned public trust to put Amazon's products in the marketplace. And, you know, it's a commission system here. So you could get to the point here in this discussion where you might say that's, you know, corporate corruption within a public body. There's a debate to be had there. Don't get me wrong, it's great that the police get access to new tools, new capabilities for catching these criminals, but I wonder about the cost benefit here analysis. I mean, how much is it actually costing our police on an hourly basis, or what's the hourly cost for putting Amazon's products in people's homes? What I would rather see is more of the program that was reported out of what's called Fort Collins, Colorado. It's called the Patio Patrol Program. And really all this is for people who have security systems outside their home. They have security cameras and they have this ability to give police footage. They can go and willingly or voluntarily register for a database in their area, and that means that police can reach out when they'd like to and request footage. It's not vendor specific, so it's not only Amazon's cameras, it could be any cameras. It also leaves the user entirely in control of their data and whether or not they give out those clips. And they can do it from these systems that make it almost instantaneous. So the police can ask, you do or do not have to respond, and it's simply just, you know, share the video with someone's email. Now, the next thing to talk about is having all of these cameras in a public space. You know, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's a lot of people walking around that look like zombies, and they just kind of walk around like this. Sometimes they even drive that way. And I think those devices have a camera on it, although they're always pointed at the ground. But those cameras are all there. You think about all these businesses that are out there, they all have cameras in them, and we've accepted those for years. Really what the difference is people are putting them on their homes to protect their own assets. So, you know what? Really, that to me is a non-issue. And I truly think the benefits of monitoring outweigh the drawbacks to our privacy, especially in the public space. I think the average person, and for myself here, really I'm not that worried if there's a camera there catching me getting my groceries. I really don't care that much. Yes, the government might know, but to be honest, I don't think the government cares whether or not I went to church on Sunday. There's one thing that I read as I go through these different reports that's really funny to me. You hear these concerns about, well, the police will start hunting for criminal activity and they'll be finding ways to find people doing things wrong. Well, in that scenario, aren't we at a bit of a utopia spot where the police have kind of, well, they're bored and they have nothing to do and we're that lucky? I mean, to be honest, this is not a scenario that I'm really concerned about, because at that point, I think we'll start to scale back the police force. Really, it sounds like a good problem to have. In my opinion, regulation absolutely should be put in place to stop companies like Amazon from getting a public funded entity like the police out there as their sales commission force. Let's be honest, that should not be going on. It shouldn't be allowed. What should happen instead is programs like that patio patrol program that I talked about. That's absolutely something that I think we should work together with police on. It's not one company specific, and it can be well within the public domain and allows people to cooperate with the police. It increases trust, not reduces it. Please share this video. Let's get this pointed in the right direction in all of our communities. This is a really important conversation that I think we do need to have about surveillance, privacy, all of those things. So let's get this pointed in the right direction in our local communities. Otherwise, guys, don't hate, automate.